and I gave us the simplest feedback protocol I could think of. Don't feel like you have to follow it, but it's, if you're somebody that prefers a thinking routine or a frame, here you go. But it's a win, wonder, suggest. So you can use those sentence stems. What do you like about it? I like the fact that, I wonder, one suggestion might be. So the idea is that you visit as an individual, you go and try to give each team at least one piece of feedback. How long do we want to spend doing that?
I feel like if we're doing this individually and not as groups, that we could probably just take, let's say, 6 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes, 2 minutes per template.
So are we just each clicking on a template and looking at it, or?
Yes. Yeah, you're going to go to the 2 you didn't work on, and you're going to, everybody's filling out the feedback in the same area, so that we're going to have multiple cursors in that box, which is totally fine.
How do I go to each of the other 2 from?
Are you in the folder, Alex?
No, I'm seeing everybody's face right now.
Oh,
so go back into the chat.
Oh, go back into the chat area.
Yeah, okay. You'll have to go to the link, go back to the link where you were and open a different template.
Okay.
Can you put that back in the chat again? I think when we go for the breakout rooms, come back, we lose the chat history. Sorry.
Gotcha. No, that's.
Oh, really?
And I'm on a tablet too, and so I lost the original.
Smells good.
I'll do that folder again. So the folder link gives you all 3 templates. Okay.
Oh, so go back in from the beginning. Okay.
So the link is in the chat. Click on that. It's going to take you into the folder, and you're going to go find the other 2 documents to post one, at least one. I mean, feel free.
And are we supposed to write in that little feedback box? Or, oh, can you hear me? Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, that's where we write.
Yep,
okay.
just type in. Yep.
Okay.
So is 6 minutes good then? All right, let's reconvene at 7:13.
And that's 6 minutes to read through both or for one?
Both. 3 minutes per. Let's take one more minute. All right, let's finish up our last few thoughts. Unless we need more time.
I'm going to stay off video just in
Okay.
case. That helps me.
Okay. All right. So it looks like there are a lot of comments there. Laura, did you want to start with one and share out with the group, or do we all just want to see what other people have written?
So what I was thinking this next step would be, and this will probably be the last step, is that the spokesperson could look at the feedback, maybe clarify, everybody goes around, so each spokesperson for the team, and then we would go back into our breakouts and look at the feedback as a team and maybe move it into actions, revise our statements, use what we want with that, or we can just end with the spokesperson clarifying. Either one, because it's 7:15.
Yes. Okay, well, let's start with family involvement then and have the spokesperson for family involvement share out. And Laura, can you project that? Or
Yes.
I can, if you want me to. Okay.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Hopefully. If I disappear again, then you'll know. I moved, so I should be good.
So that team was Shelley, Brenda, and Annie.
Yep. Can y'all see that okay?
Yep.
Yes, mostly. That live transcript's killing me.
So the idea here is, if there are any clarifications in the feedback that you can share with the whole board, or if you want to clarify your goal statements, whatever you think would be helpful right now. And you might not have any, and that's okay, but just giving you the chance.
So, sorry, just to clarify. So this is an opportunity to even potentially modify and refine the goal statements, correct?
No,
No.
we would do that we're probably going to do that later. This is
Okay.
a time for, if there's feedback that is wanting some clarification or it's resonating with you as far as what you did work on with your goal statements, then you would share that out with all of us. Does that make sense?
So who's our spokesperson?
I think all of you.
Annie.
I'm trying to unmute myself and now I made my ginormous, exit full screen. Now I can't see, oh, here we go. Hold on.
Hear you.
I can't see right now because I did something wrong. I'm
You can
huge.
take over while you find it.
But anyway, the one that someone wondered why it's only businesses. And our thought was, and Laura and Shelley, correct me if I'm wrong, is that students may not want parents and community members involved in their schooling, in their turf, if you will. But at the same time, especially the upper level classes need job shadowing opportunities. So we thought might be able to entice the team if we package it like, hey, we're doing this to help you along your career, your educational path, then maybe they would be a bit more open to involving their families and communities, and we would gain more participation. thought behind that particular, I wonder. And again, I don't know how to minimize myself, but that was one.
Yeah, and I would just add, I don't think it has to be limited at all. I think I love
Sure.
these ideas of community service and culture events. I think these are all really great suggestions and points. I think we were just trying to come up with a first goal. And I know we've struggled to have school business partnerships for a number of years. Like we've tried, and it's between time, just those of us on boards haven't had time to fully develop it. We tried through the PTSO, and we did develop a partnership with Chevron. They agreed, but we haven't really done much with it. They donate usually each year, but I don't even think we've renewed it. So having that, and then parents also, many of them work for different businesses that could help with job shadowing or maybe help form business partnerships or whatnot. And I think it was just the fact that it's a tougher age group because parents don't readily jump in, and students are often like, we're good. You don't need to get involved in my school. More in this age group than in the elementary age. So just trying to come up with things that, yeah, like Annie said, are more easier access, easier ins to get started.
Love it.
Brenda, anything else?
All right. Thank you, family partnership. So what we're just trying to do is clarify any of that feedback or clarify or anything that's resonating with you so far. And again, we're going to work on another round of this next time. But thanks so much. That was great.
Yeah, and we do want deeper than just listings on paper. That's kind of the idea. That was the idea behind the job shadow piece, was a way to make it more action oriented.
I love it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like family, it's intimidating to come into school. And so I think that's why if we somehow make it about them sharing their business or them sharing their culture or them sharing, like open it up for them to share something that they're familiar with, that they are the experts on, maybe it'll be less intimidating for them to come in and get involved.
Yeah, I agree.
Awesome. Your wonderings are awesome, by the way. Team APC. Woo!
Woohoo!
Good stuff. And this will be, it's going to stay here, obviously, for our next work session. All right. Thanks, family involvement. Who would like to go next? Maybe student progress. Do we want us to go next? Did I just tell us?
Okay, we can go next, I guess, right?
All right. Who's our spokesperson?
I think I've been put in that.
It was Alex.
category.
Yeah.
Right on, Alex. I'm not surprised. So anything you want to clarify or that's resonating with you as far as the feedback?
No, the one thing we had student progress and principal evaluation, and the principal evaluation part we're going to do later on that. Other than the first point we made, there was we want to consider Highland's vision and mission and things versus the district as a whole. But back to the student progress part, I think if going off of, I'm trying to look here at what we got. We wanted to be able to, when we're discussing that, discuss, well, basically, as I think it was Laura that mentioned it, the elevator answer, how quickly can you tell someone why and how, what students are doing at Highland? And some of the ways we discussed that was the weekly newsletter out so that people in the community, the Highlander community and beyond, we talked about student and parent surveys so they could have their input into what's coming down, what's happening, what's going on, what's our vision. And some of the strategies also for student progress we talked about with some maps to peak, the Alex, I keep wanting to say Alex, but Alex, ALEKS, and then the climate and connectionism survey, we talked about that. And then also being able to go back, look at historical data concerning Highline. We've got quite a, time. We've been around quite a while, and then being able to track the data is those are the things. Yeah, I think I'm looking also at what we've got on the screen here to make sure we got that.
Mhm.
So in a nutshell, that's what we were looking at.
Yeah, it looks like our feedback, we're on the same page as far as a board.
Yeah, it's like just more avenues for gauging student progress. Yeah,
For sure.
it looks pretty consistent.
All right, anything else from team progress? I'm into the word team tonight. Woo. Okay,
That's a good team name, Team Progress.
there we go. Okay, so last but not least would be committee protocols and productivity. Just saying that sounds scary, but I like it.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how I can see this. So, so setting up the goals is harder than you think when it gets to this. So, anyways, the idea is to have the development of and refine the common procedures, is that you would easily know what is to be presented and how procedures are, how it starts, what sort of takes it away and whatnot. And then the increase the capacity of members is a question of focusing on tools. And since committees don't have to follow the same rules as the board does, it's like finding out ways of using communication, shared, documents and whatnot that can be used. So that's the main reason of that. If you can scroll down, I can then address some of the thoughts in here. So that's the increasing the capacity. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll just use a higher voltage. And yes, the reason, and that is a part of the whole thing with broadening collaborative tools, is to be able to make it easier to get community members and parents into the committee work. So that's and says, when it says the question of what collaborative tools, that is not a goal, that is a part of the actions.
Exactly. Yeah, that whoever's working on this one, because I foresee these being committees, at least initially, right? As an idea.
Yeah.
We would figure that out. Yeah.
So that's it.
All right. Awesome. I'm going to stop sharing. Questions that came up for anyone as we were anything?
I came up with another thing to add to the family one.
No, you can't. I'm kidding.
But I put a note that I added it later.
Yeah.
But I just said have at least, it was when we were listening to not the last one, but the one prior, to have at least 5 families help recruit new students for next school year from their former school.
Ooh.
That's
I like
awesome.
that one.
Something somebody said triggered my brain, and I was like, "Ooh, I can type it here."
I like it.
Okay, whew, then I'll keep it.
All right. So
of ahas, Laura, if I can share real quick. I meant
Please.
to say part of the principal's report, Megan and I are both in an equity and anti-racism course, and it's been really pivotal for me. It's been amazing. And
Awesome.
I know that Ms. Crosby has taken it, and we've got a couple more staff members taking it soon. But one of the things that they're starting to do that you'll see this in the ASD board, but a land acknowledgement at every meeting to acknowledge that we are all on Dena'ina land. And it's a neat way to start meetings, just to acknowledge that. And then I also, if you go to an ASD board meeting, you will see that a lot of celebrating early on in the meeting, right? They're always highlighting the great things going on in ASD. So just a reminder to me, really, to make sure that our meetings are starting off with those 2 things.
I love it. Thank you.
And I would just add on that, celebrating side of things. In previous years, I remember like we almost each meeting had a student presentation,
Mhm.
which was awesome. And I remember one that like choked me up because I was so impressed. So that's really awesome if we can have those.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a form of student data right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, and in my work, I do a lot of site visits, and celebrating is one of our look fors in my organization for personalization, and is always the weakest score nationally.
Mm.
Throwing that out there. So if we're not modeling it, it doesn't trickle down much.
Mhm.
All right, so Team APC, here's what's going to happen because we only have 4 minutes left. We are not going back into our groups. What we will do next meeting is we'll pick up where we left off, and the next step's going to be we're going to go, and you don't have to stay in the same group, but we'd go back into the teams, the 3 groups, and we would incorporate the feedback how we would see fit. We would start flushing it out a little more. And then we would do another round of feedback. So except next time we'd probably have the spokesperson go first, then we would do feedback. So I'm thinking we could probably get fairly close to done, depending on what else is on our agenda, or at least drafts next time as far as the actions and strategies. But the last column is the look for. It's like it's our defense. It's our PSS presentation, if you will. Like we'd stand up and we'd say, here it is. This is, we met our goal. Here's how we know. So that's what I'm thinking it would be next. And feel free to go check those out and add more. I mean, you might have an epiphany in the woods or something. So those documents, you can go to them, save the link, bookmark it. Everybody's an editor.
Yeah, add it to your drive.
Right. So thanks a lot. This was awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
I enjoyed hearing everybody's ideas.
Thank you.
And can we reiterate when our next meeting is? Because I am challenged in that area.
Absolutely.
Temporally challenged.
Actually,
While you look that up.
because of my, I was trying to get better with the links, the Zooms. Okay.
And I tried to say congratulations earlier, Joey, on your PSS advancement, but I realized I was muted. I also made a comment about your future one being jazz music, but I didn't know I was muted. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And did
And
we
I want to get invited.
Did we say happy principal appreciation to Amy?
Oh my
Did we say that
goodness.
earlier?
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys are
Happy
so
Principal
sweet.
appreciation, Amy. I sure appreciate you.
Man,
Mhm.
We all
you guys,
appreciate you.
I
Yes,
cannot.
you
tell
are appreciated.
It's my turn. Thank you so much. So Nicole took all of your comments and made this beautiful color poster that she tricked me yesterday. We were in a meeting together in different rooms, and she said, "Hey, Amy, run outside your office and see if I left my keys there." And I was in a meeting, so I was like, I can't just like leave the meeting and go look for your keys. But I did, and of course that's all I was looking for. And there were no keys there. I was like, Nicole, what are you talking? You're like 10 steps away. Why am I doing this? And she's in her mouth. She's like, look at the table. And she made a poster with staff comments. And so of course I'm in this training, like wiping my tears away. Todd's witness to that. It's just so sweet. So thank you so much. It was the best gift ever. It was
Oh,
wonderful.
awesome.
Well, we sure do appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you do so much. What days are you at school? Because right now.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
And sometimes Thursday.
But okay.
Let's see. I was doing something. Oh yeah, November. I had it. No, I think the 19th is the third
That's
Thursday.
what I have. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, November 19th.
All right. That's
Do y'all
it.
think- oh, we got to do an adjournment, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Motion on the
Second.
floor. Do we have second? Oh, got a second there. Any discussion? Hearing none. All of those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. No naysayers. We got it. All right. Good. All right.
You
See everybody.
might be alone in this meeting.
in
Made it by
November.
7:30.
Good night, everybody.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Wow. All right. You all be well. Take care.
Good night.
Thanks,
Good
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Night,
Yeah,
everybody.
bye-bye.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
You guys